Good day, how's it going? Welcome to the cottage. This is November 10th, 2010. Jamie and I are just closing up the cottage, and we wanted to give a little review of the progress made in the last few months. So take a little tour, starting at the back of the cottage. Well, the first thing, of course, this year were the roofs. New metal roofs on all the cottages, complete with prophylactic drip edges. That includes the back sleeping cabin. And then the other thing that was done was painting all the trim. Oh, there's a shadow. All the trim, including the doors, redone on all cottages. Of course, one of the big events of the summer or the fall was the falling of the basswood tree. Thank you, James. Which added a little excitement to both James and my lives. And there's a stump. We counted the rings and come up with approximately 60 years. As far as I can tell. So it makes it exactly the same age as Jamie and I. So it was the first to fall. Okay.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. One other little thing done was removing the wood at the back of the sleeping cabin, and the reason for that was just to make it cleaner and also to keep the back area from rotting, but also to give a path for the wheelbarrow to go to bring wood from the woodshed around to the main cottage. So with care that can be done fairly easily. Clothesline was broken at the beginning of the year, fixed, made taut, and as you can see it does an admirable job of hanging our laundry. Again, more painting, all the trim done with primer and another coat, and the walls where it was starting to peel or a bit rough was redone as well. All credit to Lester for doing a great job on most of that. A great job on all of it, but he did most of it. So underneath the cottage was reorganized a bit, new wood piles, just kind of cleaning up the clutter. And over here in this corner, the vapor barrier was reinstalled. It was coming down, and the platform for storing stuff was rebuilt because it was starting to sag. But I think everything under here is in good order. Oh yeah, washing machine fixed. Hopefully will continue to serve us well. If it does happen to fail, it'll be the belt, and we'll either have to replace the belt or get a new wash machine. So new roof on the slip over the small boat, and the windows that were broken up there have all been repaired and caulked so they don't rattle when we walk, and less likely to break over time. And a new bumper on the entrance to the small slip to keep us from gouging the boat on the axle of the roller. Hope that works. So in the boathouse we can see that we got the new door down in place. It worked really well. We rolled it up with the two copper tubes in it, and it snugs up real tight up top, so that works very well. So the tubes don't have to be removed. We bought new timbers for the supporting the boat, and although they're really heavy, they should dry out and become lighter, and they're much safer than the other ones. And if we zoom in here, we'll see this little added feature. Door handles for easy carrying and adjustment, and that makes life a lot easier. Is the dock. Please note how beautifully high it is floating now, stable, and so it's riding high. It's got new 2x6 trim around it. I don't think there's any chance of water getting on the dock at all. Some new fenders on the sides should be enough. New cleats, and have been installed, or the cleats now are very stable and unlikely to let the boat go. And the other thing, which is very nice, I think, is that the ladder has been set up with elevated a little bit and much more secure, and it has wing nuts on it. This is something we got from Dan. Wing nuts on it, which make it really easy to take on and take off. And then a little step here built into the dock for getting up. Of course, when the water's low, so at some point that step may even be flush with the dock. So the dock will be a lot easier to get in and out of most boats because it's going to be higher. And that's the story. So just to be sure that the ladder is safe, we'll just test it and see. Like this. We're going in. We're going to pretend it's summertime and the water's not all that cold. So we'll just jump right in. Whoa. Oh.
And it's 9 degrees Celsius.
That's it. And it's November 10th. Suit's falling off. It's 9 degrees centigrade. And the boathouse, new boathouse door, and new paint, another coat of paint on both these sides. So the boathouse looks pretty spiff. And of course our new dock floating on display this afternoon only. And just a few other little items. The screens have been fixed. Of course, Jamie did a brilliant job repairing the chaise lounge. And other various knickknacks. I think that's the end of the story. It was a great year, great fun had at the cottage. And Jamie, go ahead and ring the bell. Good to be alive.
Good to be alive.